Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to that podcast on YouTube. Yeah, finally. I know it came out in this format not 2 years ago yet, but over a year ago. It was into 2019. Finally, I've got the second half of Return to Nukem High, which this is called Return to Nukem High, aka Volume 2, 2-disc combo. Reading, writing, and radiation again. Well, I've done the first one. I didn't do a good job on it. I know. Basic simple plot. This is the fourth Nukem High film. It's the school's filmed next to the nuclear refinery. Our two leads here, this blonde girl and this brunette. The brunette runs a blog talking about all the evil stuff the refineries do, nuclear plants doing. Blonde girl's her girlfriend. In the first film, she gets raped by a duck and produces this kid. And the first film ended with a scene straight out of Carrie. She's in the shower at school. And that's what blew my mind. I talked to a lot of people. Took gym in high school or junior high. Never. I talked to them said you had to shower. I mean, we did. Hell, I took it in ninth grade. I'm like, fuck this, I ain't gonna be sneaky. I'm gonna go hit the shower, And after playing sports, we'd do it, But that was after school. She's in there taking a shower, and all of a sudden blood starts running down her legs. That's how the first film ended. And that came out in 2014. Or 13. 13 or 14. I think it was 14. Well, now here we are, 2019. It was 2020 for most people. It was 2021. We got the second half. And it's just insane. Now, the thing was, when they filmed this, it was too long for one movie, so Lloyd Kaufman with Trump, just took, it's like, well, I'm breaking into two films. But this wasn't a situation like we have with Toxic Avenger 2 and 3, where there was a lot of footage. It could easily make two films. This really feels like, after the first film was cut together, they had about 40 minutes worth of footage left over to finish off the film. So it's a lot of stuff that's just thrown in, like a lot of scenes where they're talking to Lemmy from Motorhead, he's the president. And he tells stuff they filmed a long time ago. It's a lot of stuff where it's just Lloyd and one other guy in the office. A lot of stuff that just feels odd. But not a bad little 7. You get 2 discs. One of them is the film. The second one is the 2 girls, 1 duck documentary about the making of that is really good and a bunch of extras. And the main reason when this hit, I was like, okay, I need to buy it because I like the first one. And I just kind of put it off. And what ended up happening is back into March 2021 here, Blade Braxton of Russell Crap, who I'll get to why I'm talking about him in a second, passed away. He's 45, 46. And he's one of the guys. Didn't get to talk to him super often. Every time I did, it was a blast. Blade just knew how to make me laugh. And was just an entertaining guy. We had a lot in common. Similar music taste, similar taste in films. He's a huge Troma fan. And I remember when the first one came out, he's like, yeah, he goes, I'm going to be all over the second one. He goes, I filmed a lot of stuff, but a lot of it didn't make it into the first film. So I was like, oh, man, I completely forgot about the film. I was like, oh, man, I want to see Blade. So I went and got this. Now, I've only watched the second half one time so far. There's one scene where he definitely shows up. He's one of the Cretans, and that's one of he loved the Cretans. He loved class of Nukem High. He's walking down the halls with one of the Cretans when they run through the high school, and it's obviously Blade. But on the documentary, he is popping up multiple times. So that's the main reason I picked it up now. I've been wanting it for a while. I love the hell out of Troma. I know a lot of people out there just ain't Troma fans. I get it. It's not for everybody. They're crass. A lot of times it's lowbrow humor. And it really looks like we're not going to have, Troma films from Lloyd Kaufman much longer because, was it Shakespeare Shitstorm is the one that is finished now? But they do a slow release. That's the only thing bad about their stuff is that they finish it up instead of throwing it out on home video. They tour the festivals. They play as many theaters as they can. Then they put it out on home video. It's like, man, I remember waiting forever for Poultry Guys to come out. I'm like, fuck, I want to see Poultry Guys or Terra Firm or these. And this one had to get a Kickstarter to get it finished because there just ain't that much money. And one thing I want to point out is it actually marked on here anywhere? I don't think it is. There's the back. Is that like Stars has something to do with Troma now? I think they're releasing all their stuff now because Troma has been close to going under a couple of different times. And man, I love Troma. I got into them. The first thing I ever saw, of course, Toxic Avenger in 85, 86, somewhere around. I saw it on video. And then I saw Toxic Avenger 2 and 3. And then I kind of forgotten about in late 90, or was it 91, 92? Whenever the Sci-Fi Channel first came on there, they showed a lot of Troma stuff. That was cut for TV show. I saw all the classic Nukem Highs on there. And they used to show the Troma stuff on USA Up All Night. That's how I got into it. And the thing I've learned with Troma is the stuff made directly by them is usually going to be your best bet for stuff if you like Troma stuff. The stuff that they just buy and release, hit or miss. But I don't know what else to say, man. You know, R.I.P. Blade. You missed, sir. I'm glad you got to be a Cretan. I know you really wanted to be a Troma star, and you became one, sir. Look at that great cover. I hope everybody enjoyed that. I'm out. Remember to give me that thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.